people that work there, 10-hour days, serving people like you. Can you imagine?
I don't think they want to know.
And the money goes to a holding company in Ireland or something, and then they say they didn't make any profit here. So it doesn't go to pay for anything. Quite clever, aren't they? Ladies and gentlemen, I suggest you do the same thing. If you make any money, just send it over to Ireland and say you didn't make it. We're looking for a new Prime Minister, madam. Would you like to apply?
You want to do it? We got to take her.
We got to take her?
She
a new
wants
Prime
to do
Minister?
It. Yay!
No? We're looking for a new Prime Minister. It could be a woman, could be a man, could be a hybrid. Would you like to be the new Prime Minister, madam? We're recruiting at the moment. No, thank you. I like the polite British. You know what I mean? No, thank you. Nothing like that. There's nothing like Britain when someone asks you a peculiar question, do you want to be the Prime Minister? And they say, no, thank you. Would you like to be the new Prime Minister? We're looking for candidates. No? What about you, sir? Can I interest anybody here in the job of Prime Minister? There is a job, a vacancy, open now. We prefer it if you can start immediately.
Now you're fucked. 5 seconds.
Do you want to do it? No, he doesn't want to do it.
Foul. £80 fine if you don't clear up your dog's mess. Here. No, we're looking for a new Prime Minister, sir. Would you like to be a new Prime Minister?
Let's rule ourselves.
What about you, sir? You look intelligent.
Stop looking for a puppy. Let's rule ourselves.
We're looking for a new Prime Minister. How about you two? I think could you done job share? It'd be really cool having a Prime Minister dressed like that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking for a new Prime Minister. We really are quite desperate. We'll take anybody. Can't be worse than what we had last time, so... In fact, does anybody know anybody that would be a worse Prime Minister than David Cameron?
No.
Depending on how you define being a good Prime Minister. Maybe we should talk about him being a good person. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for a new Prime Minister. Madam, would you like the job? We're all we're looking for is someone who's good at pretending they know what they're talking about, madam. You look like you might have done that. At least once. Most people have. We're looking for people who are good at pretending they know what they're talking about. Lady ginger hair, are you good at pretending you're good, you know what you're talking about? Madam? Do you mind my answer? We're looking for a new Prime Minister, guys. How about one of you? Would you like to apply? There's not much of a requirement. Money's good, 130 grand, plus little backhanders, amounting to millions. And then you'll get yourself, basically you'll have a lifelong career in talking complete and utter BS for thousands of pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't think that the job of Prime Minister is just, you have to sit there and pretend you know what you're talking about to the whole country. After you've finished the job, you then get a career of speaking engagements in which you're paid millions of pounds to say absolutely nothing but sound like you know what you're talking about. The career is extremely lucrative, and there is a space now for the new Prime Minister. Ladies, would you like to be the new Prime Minister, either of you? No, why? Why? Why not? Well, we're looking for someone. Can't just let the country disintegrate, guys. Someone's got to do it. We're looking for a new Prime Minister. Come on, people, somebody. Madam, would you be our new Prime Minister? No. Why not? You're too young. How old are you? 50. She said 15, then she said she didn't know. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know your age, perhaps better you shouldn't be a Prime Minister. I don't know. We're looking for a new Prime Minister, madam. You look lovely. Would you like to have a little chat about it? Would you like to be the new Prime Minister? Why not? You're Brazilian, we don't mind.
It's cool.
As long as you're corruptible, if we give you money, you do what we tell you to do. Is that okay? It doesn't make it anywhere you're from. You understand money, yes?
Can I talk to you about Brexit?
What?
Can I talk to you about Brexit?
Brexit?
Is that okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're talking about Brexit, you're talking about what they want you to talk about. There's a prayer that goes a bit like this. God, alright, it doesn't start off well, admittedly. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. What can you change about Europe? Nothing. There's nothing you can do about it, you people. No point in going and playing a crossfire. I mean, anyway, there was a million difference between the winners and the losers anyway, so none of your votes made a difference, firstly. Secondly, you can't do anything about all that nonsense. It's nothing to do with you. You've already given all that away. By going and voting, you're saying, here, you do it. It's a trick to make you think you have power, but the only power I have is the power over my own mind, my own choices, and my own feelings. My choices to what type of things I allow my mind to be exposed with. Brexit, it's not something that I want to spend my time talking about, because it's none of my business. My business is, can I stop eating just before I've had enough? That's my business. Can I avoid going into a shop and getting some of what they call chocolate, which is laden with drugs? That's my business, and it's yours too. Your business is to go into a shop and start examining their marketing and ask yourself what they're really up to. Like Cadbury's, on the side of the 12 bar, it says, have an intensely chocolatey hit. Intense chocolate hit, that's it. An intense chocolate hit, they're telling you the truth that Cadbury's are peddling drugs. They're trying to get you to have a hit of chocolate. But after the hit, anybody who takes drugs regularly, like this chap here, obviously, right? Go ahead.
Hey.
Right? Anybody who takes drugs regularly knows that after the hit comes the drop. Especially with something like sugar, which is a really obnoxious drug. Hello. Sorry, did you have a question? Can I tell you something about magic mushrooms? Okay. I'm going to tell you something about magic mushrooms for the help of the crowd. Because I think some people here have had much more experience with them than me. And I don't think it would be respectful of someone more experienced for me to talk about magic mushrooms. So I'm going to ask this chap here.
Yeah, go for it, go.
The man wanted to know about magic mushrooms. Can you tell us? Expanded consciousness. Would you like to use the megaphone?
Yeah, please
No,
do.
I'll do it for you. Expanded consciousness. What do you mean by that? Can you explain? Because obviously I don't know where's the mushroom questioner gone? He's gone away.
He went down there.
It enhances the experience you're already having. What if you're having a bit of a, like these guys? What about this chap here? Does that mean it's going to get even worse?
If you're having a bad day, you'll have a worse day.
If you're having a bad day, you'll have a worse day. All right, then maybe they should. Ladies and gentlemen, before I suggested, earlier on I did suggest that you should try magic mushrooms, but perhaps not today.
If you use
The looks on your faces.
If you use drugs as a coping mechanism, it's always going to go down.
If you use drugs as a coping mechanism, it's always going to go down. But if you use drugs as an expanding mechanism, then you're all right. Because it doesn't matter to you once you have finished the feeling of what the experience is. You don't have to have it again, ever, or whenever. You can have it whenever you want.
I mean, if you're unhappy in other areas in your life...
If you're unhappy in other areas of your life, it will not change those things.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we were asked about magic mushrooms. Personally, I think it's very irresponsible of people to make it all the way through life without trying these things. God did go to some effort, probably just thought about it. But still, he did go to some effort. to think about magic mushrooms and have them planted there in your reality. And therefore, if you're not taking them, what are you saying? You're saying you know better than God? You think you're cleverer than God? God put them there for a reason, and you're not having them because somehow you're it's some kind of moral issue, which basically means that you're trying to kind of get one over God, aren't you, really? You think you're so clever. You should be ashamed of yourselves.
God put a lot of things in the earth, and it's all around.
God what, sorry?
God put everything there.
No, God did put everything there, I know.
It's
I
about balanced use of all of it.
No, absolutely about balance, I know. I'm just sort of artistic license. No, but you're absolutely right. Yes, it's about balance, ladies and gentlemen. It's no good doing what I did today. So I took mushrooms for the first time about 2 hours ago, magic mushrooms, and nothing happened. After about half an hour, so I took some more. Again, half an hour later, still nothing, so I took some more, and now look at me.
Got a megaphone.
I've got a megaphone.
Yeah.
I'm talking about magic mushrooms in public on the street. I'm loving these two, even though I don't really know anything about them. Normally I'd be judging them. But today I just feel a lot of love for you lot. Especially you. See, if you say especially you like that vaguely, then it's only up to you to think that lands upon you.
I mean,
I'm over here.
I think what the issue is at the moment is the yin and yang symbol is a representation of God.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're having a little bit more philosophy here from the
what's his name?
seasoned magic mushroom user.
Yeah.
Michael.
Hello, Michael.
So this is why, ladies and gentlemen, this is why you might want to consider getting some magic mushrooms, because it can open up your consciousness to ideas like I'm just going to repeat from this man here. So the yin and yang sign, according to him,
The entirety of it.
the whole entirety of the yin and yang sign is about balance.
So it's about God.
It's about God.
You have two oppositional
Oh
forces.
no, you said God, that's it, they're going to all run away now, look.
God? Forget the word God.
He said God,
Forget
not
the
me.
word- forget
Forget
the
the
word.
word God, forget the word God. Let's get rid of that one, that's really not, the people are very sensitive about that one.
So you've got two oppositional forces,
You've got two oppositional forces,
which each know something
which
of the
each know something but not all
Of the
of the other.
and they operate as a
And they
whole.
operate as a whole.
So do you think we live in a society where oppositional forces know
So,
something of the
do we
other?
think we live in a society where oppositional forces know something but not everything about each other?
I think we live in a world where the left knows something about the right knows nothing about the left.
The left knows nothing about the right knows nothing about the left,
So conflict.
except I would personally challenge your use, if I may interject here, despite my having had magic mushrooms a lot less than you, I apologise for that, probably won't be quite as profound, but I would suggest that
What do you want us to do?
sorry, just thinking about it for a minute, just trying to remember it, that's what the mushrooms do, make me forget. Just make me live in the present moment. It's so annoying living in the present moment. I'll tell you something. God, it's so boring, the present moment. Oh, it's so boring. That's why I have to go that way. These people, look, they can't stand the present moment. This lady here cannot stand the present moment. Most people just cannot tolerate the present moment. Can you tolerate the present moment, madam?
That's where everything
No, so yin and yang, right? Yes, they know something about it. You said the left don't know anything about the right. There is no such thing as left or right. That is an idea and a categorization. That is another way to divide us. There's no such thing as left or right. What on earth does that mean anyway? What does left and right wing mean? It doesn't mean anything.
Because that's why the yin and yang symbol's not individual, it's a whole.
Yeah, that's the yin and yang thing as a whole, right, exactly. So, none of those things really are true, are they? Especially not vague ideas of left and right. Nah. No.
I think that's what screwed everything up.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about the language, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. It's words that control you. I repeat, it's the words that control you. You know, if you say things enough times, people like this will believe you.
I like that.
Yeah. like
Good